Good evening, motherfuckers! How we doing?
Greetings and salutations, people!
Welcome to a special one.
This is a special edition of Badger'Ed. We have, of course, I'm Badger.
I'm
Ed.
Ed.
And we're joined by Mr. Kittimer.
But until you get to see his beautiful
and
face.
big ball boss guy of Troglodyte Games.
Yeah.
You can't see him.
Hi.
He's hidden at the minute.
Oh, we've hidden him at the minute,
I've
but
hidden
he is
him.
here.
I've hidden him.
So we're going to do a live interview first this week because it's live and we're not going to leave the poor guy hanging around there all night. But just before we go on to it, we just this is the lead developer of HyperParasite, which you see me play on my streams, on the charity stream and on other streams. You've seen Ed
I think I've played it on
attempt to
stream.
play it.
Yeah. Attempt.
But then we've got our usual trailers, our news, and we even got a Badger rant this week.
Oh, yes.
We've got the first ever Badger rant. When normally I like to be nice and polite to indie devs. Even if the game's not that good, I try to be a bit nice and positive. No, these indie devs are getting a fucking red hot poker up their arse because they're just fucking vile.
Right, without further ado, this is the a cinematic trailer for HyperParasite.
God, fuck, I love this game. I love this game, it's amazing. Fucking love it. I got it the first time I saw it. But the cinematic trailer's gorgeous as well.
Oh yeah.
I've been behind the screen on which I know it's just starting on Twitch now, we're a little bit behind here. But we'll be once we get the interview done, we'll be alright, we'll be caught up. But yeah, the Strange Time is straight away. Oh, this game! Woo!
Yes, this game.
Got some fans in already. And of course there should be, because this game's fucking good. I mean, this cinematic trailer's fantastic as well. I love this trailer. It's great. But yeah, oh god, it's gorgeous. I love it. So I'm going to be quiet for a little bit, because I don't want to talk on the trailer. Hopefully it's in the view. Oh, that's my favourite move. Can't wait to get to that guy.
I'd just like to get on the first act.
Strange Time, I saw you play this game, Badger, and I love it. It is a fucking amazing game, man. This is one of the worst things about being a reporter for indie dev games, is when you find a cracking indie game like this, and it's like 18 months before you can play it.
Indeed.
You get like 5 minutes on it at EGX and you can't play it again until Gamescom. And you can't, like, just, it won't come out yet.
Right, and get ready to meet him, because here he is. Here is Mr. Kitty.
In the flesh. Hello, good sir.
Hello. Hello everybody. Thank you for joining this fantastic streaming with Edward and with Stoffel. Hi. So.
Yeah, just a little bit of info before. I am going to be a little bit biased in this interview. Because in case of full disclosure, we've had a few drunken nights together, haven't we, fella?
Because that doesn't sound dodgy.
We've been drunk on top of a building in London.
Hmm?
We've been wankered on a train in Germany.
And that was a no. Okay.
That was just one night.
No, yeah, you need to come also to Barcelona to, let's say, to get drunk also here. I mean, since we are here, yeah, fully.
That's the next step. As soon as the planes lift, we'll come to Barcelona.
Yes,
Or-
Sean.
Even better, you should go
Mr.
where.
Is live. So if you've got any questions, ask away in the chat, and we're gonna throw them straight in for you.
But keep them related to gaming.
So, do you want to tell us a little bit first about Troglodyte Games? How did you get started?
How we get started? We have in my team. I have two colleagues, which are friends of mine since let's say 20 years, and they were already into video game 20 years ago, when the real indies, when 20 years ago was totally different panorama.
Yeah.
So they keep working on different flags and different projects, and finally they have request my, within brackets, expertise to create the rules of our first project, which is Tenebre. Was an hack and slash 3D over. I mean, 3D is. Let's say it's a still there is a a project you can play. It's a playable demo, but very ambitious for its cost. So because they don't want to dig so much in the +5 the sword, the +3 and those numbers, which I have the, let's say, the gut, because I was playing role playing games like D&D.
Mm-hmm.
They say we want just a program to do our part, and you do the rest basically. Okay. So, well, we are here since I live in Spain since 10 years. We decided to open the company in Spain, just more appealing than Italy than at the moment to create video games. That's all.
Badger?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
got some.
it's cutting in and out. I've got a
You
feeling.
carry on, Ed, while I sort my audio out. You carry on with the interview while I sort my audio.
Yeah. Okay. So, how did the idea for HyperParasite come about?
So, basically, we like games like roguelite games like Enter the Gungeon, Binding of Isaac, Dead Cell. And we like also old arcades like the coin op
Yeah.
where you go, you waste all your pocket money to lose to lose horribly in some games.
I have heard Badger say it's another like 20p style game, so you die and you just
Uh,
want to keep playing more and keep playing more. And
yeah,
from playing it myself, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up.
yeah.
And well,
Well,
Right.
we like to play those games. So there was a specific game. It's called Phantasm in Japanese. It's like Phantasm, or it's Avenging Spirit. A game's from 1992, where it's a platform. Okay, let's put
yep.
it like this. So basically, you are a ghost, and you enter in the body of the enemies. So you die if you don't have a you have a specific amount of time you can survive without an host body, and then when arrive to zero, you die. So we said, let's put this mechanic of snatching enemies to use the enemies. Let's put in a game like Enter the Gungeon,
Okay.
in a top-down specific shooter, roguelike, because we're something like two things they could merge together, they could fit together. So, and to make the game more appealing, we did, let's say, this is the core idea. To make more appealing, we set in the 80s because we love 80s. Some pixel art, 60 characters, 60 playable characters, and stuff like
Okay. I heard most of that. It started cutting out towards the end. I think we might be having a connection issue with Skype.
Yeah, I can get the audio through my laptop. I can't get through my speakers for some reason.
Yeah, no, I believe
Possible.
it could be the connection between ourselves and Kittimer,
Right.
unfortunately.
But yeah, so you mentioned there, Kittimer, that you had a lot of 80s in there. You loved the 80s. I mean, the game's brimming with 80s. It's like you've taken everything that's best of the 80s and put it into the Running Man.
Yeah, I mean, we like also Running Man. I mean, we want to give like our impression. I mean, what we were let's say we impressing more for us.
Yeah. But
So,
did the twin stick shooter come first, or was that a style that developed?
no.
You said you wanted to put it top down.
Yes, I mean, a game like Enter the Gungeon or Isaac, they are twin stick shooter with a top down. So basically, we said, okay, we keep this time because we want the art gamers, we want the roguelite gamers to love our game. I mean, they should see a valid alternative in those to those games, basically.
But how long did it take to make HyperParasite total then? How long was the
In
development time on it?
total, from the its prototype, it took like 3 years. Uh,
That's not bad going for such a small team.
sorry, sorry.
That's pretty good for a small team. 3 years.
Yes, too much.
Too much.
Let's say yes. I mean, yeah, we are sticking. I mean, of course, as a real indie developers, perhaps some of us has two jobs.
Yeah.
Some they are finding some fund without luck. So let's say it's totally our child made in 3 years. We're very proud of it because also the good mm, review from the majority of the media
So,
to be
so
the
what was
first
what was
game.
so what was the biggest lesson you learned from in those 3 years then as a developer?
Well, it okay. Everybody will say, really, everybody will say, uh, find you know, it find what you can do as a game, feasibility of a game, and then find the gamers and try to call these gamers to your game. Of course, not try to attract
Mm-hmm.
gamers to your game. I can tell for roguelite games,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't work like this really. For roguelike games, uh, like people they play Binding of Isaac, I don't for some reason they do not play another roguelike.
Yeah.
But I'm not so fan of another roguelike. They're very resilient to change just to see, okay, let's see this new game, what's about. You can see also in the streamers where I've approached many streamers, many Twitchers to play HyperParasite to show to their audience. They did it, but
Mm-hmm.
the audience was complaining. They want to see only Binding of Isaac,
Yeah. Yeah.
which for me, I'm not saying that the game is better than another one. It's not the point. The point is that the roguelite gamers very often, perhaps not you that you are here listening, um, they do not explore other roguelite. And if they do, and they don't have exactly what they expect, which is very similar to the previous game, they complain. It's very strange. It's a very strange relationship. I mean, you cannot make a copy of another game, so of course it's going
Yeah.
to be different somehow. Else,
It's it's weird with gamers how like the one this looks like Binding and for fans of Binding I like they'd love HyperParasite,
eh,
but they want something like it but don't want something new. We're a
I-
very fickle bunch.
I'm saying nothing because there's a game coming up in the podcast later on, which you'll hear my views on that.
yeah, okay, okay. I understand you may like a game. Also there are games that I like, but if there is something different, a small aspect, and HyperPass has besides small aspect also many strategies to apply. Yes, many things to
Well, this is
to
one of the things I like about HyperParasite is there's so much to it. It's hard to describe what it is.
yeah. I mean,
It's an arcade game. It's a twin stick shooter. It's an RPG. It's a roguelike. It's an 80s TV show. It's a parody in some senses.
yeah, it's also a
It's
parody.
fantastic.
It's like, yeah, but it's when you try to explain what it is to people, it's like, no, just come watch me play it. Just come watch me play it, and you'll get what it is. You'll like it then. It's probably one of the hardest games I've ever write about because
Yes,
trying to say what it is was probably the most difficult thing.
yes. I mean, thank you, thank you. I mean, we like, some mechanics. When we start to work, it's when we start to work with the one mechanic. After we had to introduce some sub mechanics that I bet nobody was not able to do, not that nobody has to face until now.
Yeah,
And the way the audience after told us, can you do like this? Can you do like that? Basically, was again to ruin the game because it was becoming, I don't say too easy, but was becoming, less challenging.
Yeah.
So we had to apply some strategies, some tricks. Anyway, you can find those tricks. You can find those strategies. They're
Well,
not easy.
that's one of the things I like about HyperParasite as well. It doesn't become too repetitive. Like by the time you've figured out the first act and how to beat all the different people in it, you're on the second act with a new, fresh batch of characters that you've got to learn new strategies to beat against. So it never really gets repetitive.
Uh, I want to say it's very difficult to achieve this, and I can say also, I don't want to brag, but indeed, somehow, luckily, we managed to do it. I mean, uh, it's important for me. It's important to offer a variety of strategies. Uh, Another aspect is, we have 60 characters. Okay, so you unlock some of them. You roast body dice, snatch another one. You continue, changing. There are some parts of the game when you snatch a mini boss, for instance, you don't want fuck to lose it.
Yeah.
I mean, the game changed totally. I mean, it becomes a normal game where you don't want to die and you want to keep this guy alive. So it's eight, I don't know, 80% of the time it's a game. For 20% of the time it's a good game.
Hmm.
And it came out testing this kind of aspect, and we like it. We like it a lot, really. I mean, there are. It's very interesting. It's very for me. It's very interesting. Perhaps someone else say, "Yeah, it's a bullshit." Okay, no, for me.
How has it been received? And now it's been out a few months.
So,
How's the feedback been?
unfortunately, with the brackets, has been reviewed in the time of coronavirus outbreak. Has been reviewed also by gamers. They are not roguelike gamers.
Hmm.
They don't know the meaning of roguelike. They know the word roguelike. Someone, someone called it rough life. Someone said it's a rough life game. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I will make your life very rough. Uh,
You
and
put them straight. Don't hold
straight,
back. Just put them straight. Fuck them.
yeah. Okay, we cannot do it. And so those people, I'm sorry for the perhaps younger people that are listening. We saw all the previous review. They were reviewing the Pokemon. They were reviewing, Minecraft, and they say, but in this game, I cannot save. In this game, I
Yeah,
cannot
that's
save.
the
Yeah,
point.
Yeah,
it's a
exactly.
fucking rogue light. You cannot save. You cannot save your game. What's the problem? You buy this. It's written. That's
Excuse me.
fantastic. It's fantastic.
So,
So
Brad, how does it feel then after 3 years of making this game to have it out there in the world and people playing it?
uh,
How's that feel?
well, of course, there are great expectations. We had a review of all the kind. As I said, you cannot save, or where the guy, he's he's a guy with a hat. He says it's best game ever. And I went all bunch of genre in the middle, genre of reviews in the middle. We'll say mostly positive, huh? We have to say mostly they're up, but somehow I have to see some just to say I don't like the game. There should be, So we were very happy to read the comments of those people who nailed the spirit of the game and say, yes, you have to follow this guy, you have to play this game because there is this feature in the middle.
Yeah.
This pays off a lot, a lot of your work. Also, 1,000 review on Steam will pay a lot of your work. you know, but so far, I mean, it's so good. So,
I mean, it seems to have gone over quite well, though. It seems to have been a good launch.
yes, I mean, yeah. We published on three, on four, I mean, on the three consoles plus Steam in different localization, also with different publishers. Steam, we self-publish it. That says in the brackets the result because we are technical nerd guys. And on, on the console went pretty well. They are, let's say, it's okay. It's okay. No,
Uh,
we're okay. We're fine. We're fine. Let's say.
But we mentioned it. I mentioned at the start we've met at a few expos. We met at EJX Resd and again at Gamescom. How did you find those experiences? Did they help get new players in and new viewers?
It depends. It was depends because if Red Z, if there is a in the area, of course the indie lovers they will go there. Okay, but not always. I mean, everybody goes around and say, okay, I expect AAA quality, AAA quality from this kind of game. Of course, this person we cannot satisfy him, but as a gamer, I think just stop 2 minutes to a booth to see if something is interesting, appealing, if it is a nice idea. So Red Dead was a bit better because we had was the release in early access. So yeah, was good to have people trying this version.
Do you find Resd is better because it's an indie game expo, whereas Gamescom you're going up against Avengers and Final Fantasy VII Remake and
So yes and no. In the meaning, the Gamescom. When we've been to the Gamescom, we've been basically for business, and our game in Germany was rated too much violent. So our booth was, let's say, hidden.
I remember that because I could get my head around that. Your booth got sort of like a big screen put into it because your game was too violent.
Yes.
But yeah, on the other side of the hall, World of Warships had a fucking tank.
Yeah.
Front and center.
There was Fortnite also with the people where the kids they shoot each other with a hello. Hey. Hello.
Sorry, he's wanting a cuddle. He is waving, I promise.
So I can promise that this toad can play HyperParasite and nothing bad will happen to him. So yes, the toddler over there can play HyperParasite. Hey,
You want to play HyperParasite?
Yeah, he'll be better than you, Ed.
He will be better than me.
So I mean, this was the reception of the people. Okay, I mean, was very fun. It was very fun. Okay. Ah yes, and I see also this. Yes, there is a comment. No, I love games where you get one life. Yes, you get one hit point. Yeah, one hit point.
Yeah, so it's basically you take over a host and you get whatever health that host has. But if you lose your host, but you go back to a parasite, you've got 1 HP. Like 1 hit, you're dead. You need to get another host.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Which I find that brilliant because then you go, you can know all the strategies for that gate, for that level. You can know how to play it and how to get around it. As soon as you come down to a parasite and 1 HP, it all goes out your head and you just panic.
Yes. I mean,
the amount of times I've died because instead of like running away to safety and coming round, I've just charged at someone to try and take it and just keep spamming the grab button to try and take over them and just like, no, I'm dead.
Yes, I mean, I see people struggling with the buttons and stuff like this. They enter in panic. Okay, it's let's say it's weird because first you can play in a way, and then finally at the end you are very vulnerable. You go hiding, but it's also the other point that when you see a stronger character, it's not meant to be killed. You have to take advantage of his presence on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see why on the earth I have to kill the stronger character when I can become him? This is totally hard to change this mentality. It's really it takes time, even for me. I mean, I play, I don't realize the bullshit that I'm doing. They say, "What the fuck?"
That's me when I play. What the fuck?
Yeah. Why?
I love the rage. It takes a lot for the game to induce rage in me. Now I'm like, fucked up. Never mind. Go again. This one I'm like, fuck no, bullshit, fucking wank, storm. And then I'll come back and go, right, I'm gonna fucking have it. I'm doing it this time.
I don't know. We managed that it's not.
Okay, bye now.
It's not the game's fault if you die.
Yeah, that's one thing I said in my review. Actually, is like it's not the game when you die, it's not because the game is too difficult. It's because you fucked up.
Yes, I mean it's something that you missed, and that okay. It's very nice. It's very nice the feeling. I mean, if I would start the game, I would indeed check it out because it's weird already in his construction, in his game designing. It's very challenging. I mean, all
Well,
the game.
I think you succeeded at this time. This is game of the year for me. Is HyperParasite.
Thank you. Thank you.
So far, because what do you have coming next?
So our next game, um, we want to have a good, let's say, answer. What we post already on Twitter, on Facebook, on the social, because we want to have a good reception already. So we have a story, uh, a blind cyber samurai, an action side scroll. So it's interesting. You don't see your enemies. You, you have to detect
Yeah.
something breaking. Okay. You have to
So I'm
detect.
hearing a lot of noise over this. I can't quite hear you properly there.
Yeah, it's the connection between ourselves and Kitty Mer seems to be quite bad. I'm guessing it's the distance, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just getting a lot of like static.
There shouldn't be static.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Like
basically,
rustling.
Headset.
your character is blind. You have information about the environment, but you cannot see. But those are cars passing by.
Yeah. Sounds like a lot of rustling or something.
Oh, that's
I don't-
Chloe looking for something for Ben. I do apologise.
Ah, no.
No.
It's not the connection, it's just Chloe.
Ben, Ben's
okay.
running around causing havoc.
Right, fair enough.
I do apologise for that.
Go, we'll try again. What were you saying? What's the new game then?
Okay. So the new game is about blind cyber samurai
Right?
who in this action side scroller. So will be air combat like Bayonetta, like Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Okay, so but also you cannot see your enemies.
Because
So
you're
you have-
blind.
because you're blind, you're fucking blind. So you have to detect them through other senses, and not the enemies. Not all the enemies, let's say, are detectable only with one sense. So you have to manage. I don't know what's happening with my camera.
I don't
Are
know
you
what's going on in the
masochist?
camera. The size keeps changing as well.
I don't know. I don't know. It's
It's
doing everything
fine.
itself without.
Are you a
Oh.
masochist, Kitty Mert? Because we've got we've got HyperParasite where you take over bodies and get their skills and stuff, but if you lose the body down to 1 health, 1 hit, dead. Now we've got a blind cyber samurai fighting enemies you can't fucking see, and you can only take certain enemies with certain senses. Did you hate gamers?
we
What
go.
did gamers do to hate you when you were a child, Kitty Mert?
No, we need to surprise the gamers. We need also to surprise the publishers, basically.
How do you come up with an idea like that of having to
Uh,
sense enemies with different, find enemies with senses? How did that come about?
okay, it came about, of course, with the brainstorming with my team. I cannot claim all the, let's say, the credits, but in general nowadays, if you play as, let's say, in general, if you play a game, let's say this is the structure of the game, okay, you cannot propose something very different as the audience doesn't know how to play.
Yeah.
They don't know what it's about. So you have to add something on the top.
Yeah.
One single feature, like, but crucial, and this is already make a huge difference.
Well, this is one of the things I love about indie games. Why I started covering indie games as much as I do. It's because it's a creativity and a new game mechanic that you're not going to see in mainstream. Like, if you want to see what mainstream games are doing in 5-6 days' time, go play an indie game a day.
I hope so. I hope to be alive. Also.
Yeah, I mean, Strange Timer in the chat has just said they love the sound of the new game. They play it.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
from one masochist to another. It
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
No, it sounds fun.
Everything that can say unconventional, mechanics or okay, let's say not aesthetics, but mechanics or gameplay. Yeah, could be masochist, but also it creates a bit of challenge. I mean, in a platform, for instance, there's no meaning to play again another Super Mario.
Yeah,
No, how many variation of Super Mario there are? How many? Of course, we
yeah.
cannot
It's
sell it
still
another game.
it's mechanics you know and love, but you can pick up a brand new game and know how to play it. Whereas this adds a new twist to that mechanic, gives you something different. Do you have an idea when this is going to come out yet? Then, or
I hopefully in second quarter two 2021.
Awesome.
nice, not too long to wait then.
Yes.
What's it called again? Sorry, I missed the name for it. What's it
Uh,
title?
the name, he has two names. One is in Japanese and one is the subtitle, let's say. So it's Edo no Yami. I can write in the chat because
Right.
nobody knows.
So he's writing it. There we go.
Edo no Yami. Yami means darkness. Edo is the old name. It means period, but it also means the period where Tokyo was very powerful. It was indeed the old name of Tokyo.
Right.
So it's kind of darkness from Tokyo, but Yami can be also name like Stoffer from Lee,
Right.
and has different meanings. So because it's blind, it's darkness from Tokyo.
It's darkness. Yeah, I get it.
Something
It
like
sounds
this.
brilliant.
It
Of
does
course it's-
sound good.
Yeah.
Well, is this going for a full PC and console release like HyperParasite did?
Also, we can make the porting ourselves, so we go also for PC and three major consoles. And we let's say there is already a trailer on let's say there are already tweets on our Twitter account, so you can check it out. You can also join our Discord, see some gameplays, because I will play the game whenever I will have time. I think once per week to show our progress. So
That's
already
really
the
good.
progress. Yeah, during the progress, you can say why it's happening. I would see this. I would suggest this one.
If
And
you
Well, I
then
know on Twitter you showed 2-3 days ago you showed a super combo that you'd done by accident
Yes.
that you're going to keep now.
yes, because we have different animations. We have a different, jump, double jump, stomp. He has a cannon, three attacks, with the katana. We have different. So basically, pushing all the buttons like you're playing Street Fighter. We managed to do something. They say, okay, Saverio, can you do it? Can you do it? So finally, I master it, let's say. And well, it was not supposed to be there because what the fuck? I mean, you don't know. I mean, you just put three things together, and you just push the button the other way around, it comes out, and say, okay, well, it works. Let's keep it.
I'm meant to do that. Keeping it.
sounds like my kind of game. Oh yeah, I completely meant to do that.
Could this actually be a troglodyte game?
Sorry.
Will this be a troglodyte game that Ed can actually play?
Yeah. Yes.
Fuck you, Badger.
It would be honored to have you as one of the first tester. Of course, you have to lose a lot of time. I mean, because no, else would be too easy. Too easy. Yes. No, just to put the correct balance in the game. It's simpler within brackets than HyperParasite. It will require another kind of strategies. Let's say it's a bit left to the strategy, plan, and action. Meanwhile, Parasite is a balance too. This one is more plan to see detect the enemy and then action. Like Katana Zero. If you like Katana Zero, you will love this game as well. If you like Bayonetta, Devil May Cry, you will find a nice twist also in this game.
So you're saying if you're good at button smashes, you should be good at this.
Also, you should be able to play.
Yes.
Funny.
Get in there.
Funny. Yeah.
Also, you said September second quarter 2021 out. Does that mean you've got a nice shiny PS5 dev kit behind you that you're bringing it out on?
No, not yet, not yet. We have something only, let's say, for us to play. But yes, I mean, sooner will be released a demo for the publisher to test. I
Are
mean,
you looking for PS5 release, like next gen release for Ed and
sorry. There's a bit of noise. Yes, it depends widely also by our possibility, by the publisher, and then also the PlayStation 4 is retroactive. No, you can play the games for PlayStation 4, so we should be fine.
So you're gonna aim for both releases, like current gen and next gen.
Yeah, I think it'll be done. I think it could be done. I'm not the guy who does it, but yes.
You took the question out of my mouth.
Because like someone else is doing it.
You literally took the question out of my mouth, Badger. I was going to ask that.
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry.
Damn you. Now I'm out of questions.
We know already there are many they want to release the new Switch. They said just some modification of the Switch. Today was announced that the Lumen, the new engine of Unreal 4.
Yeah, we've got the footage coming up later on in the show.
Yeah, I mean, okay, we start something with this game, so I hope we will continue producing the same way. Anyway.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Again, after HyperParasite, we're going to be all over this. This is why we look for indie developers. This is where you kind of go, it's Kitty Mate, this is going to be good. We're going to follow this because we know it's going to be. And even if it's not good, it's going to be fucked up. You're blind using different senses.
Yes, I mean,
we know it's going to have something different and new to it.
It just a different way. We were thinking in a platform, what you can change. You can change yourself. So you take different weapons or different stats. You can change your enemies. Let's say in the game, you can make them, visible. So how, for instance, the character is blind. You can control them like in HyperParasite, or you can work on the environment. Let's say there are games you can you have to change the worlds so the enemies are trapped.
Mm-hmm.
There are the elements you can control. There are always 4 files, 4-5, and you have to play those elements. And that's a really new game. This is my opinion. I mean, you work the character, you work on the interface, you work on the enemies, you work on the weapons.
Well, see, that's similar to kind of like how I play HyperParasite. Like, I'll sit down and play and go, right, this time I'm on a progress run and I go try to get as far as I can. And then the next time I play it, it's not about getting as far as I can. It's about smashing every box, getting as much money as I can, unlocking characters.
Yeah,
I'll do that for 2-3 times. Then I'll switch from a money run to a progress run.
Exactly. Let's say it pays off. The important is that it pays off. If you don't die for some stupid reason, the important is that it pays off that run.
Mm-hmm.
And then you play as good as you can for the rest. I think so.
We're gonna see. Do we have anybody in the chat have any questions for Kitty Mate while we've got him here? Anything you want to ask about HyperParasite or Edo no Yame? Also, while we're waiting for questions from the chat, do you have any tips for Ed on how to get off Act 1 of HyperParasite?
Sorry again.
Do you have any tips for Ed to get off of Act 1 of HyperParasite?
Keep playing, it's helpful.
Keep play. You can check the wiki also. I'm writing a wiki. Please, someone has to read it. I mean, also by mistake. Doesn't matter. Yes, I mean there are some strategy tips to survive a bit further the following levels, but after I mean they're all the same, all the same. Uh,
Strange timer. Yeah, HyperParasite, can you walk Ed through it? Thanks. Thanks a fucking bunch.
Do you know what? We'll have to sort out a time when you let, because we know we're talking before we came on stream how busy you're at the moment. We need to sort out a time when less busy where we have something like a setup like this, where it's just Ed playing HyperParasite and you just
yeah,
give him running commentary on how he's doing and helping him out.
yeah,
You're doing
perhaps.
shit, you're doing shit, you're doing shit, and you died.
No, no, no. In the meaning, if you want, if you have the Steam version, as I did with the other guys, we could play together. Let's say.
Okay.
We can play in co-op. So
Yeah, you can play co-op in Steam.
I do
on
have it on
Steam,
Steam.
yes, yes, yes. So
Wait, did I get it on Steam?
no,
Yes, I
I
did.
prefer
Yes,
that
yes, yes.
You did get it on Steam, yeah.
is a local co-op, or you can play with on Steam with the remote play together with the feature. You can play, so it's up to your connection.
So there we go. A question from Strange. Will HyperParasite become co-op or staying solo?
Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no.
It's on console. It's already couch co-op on console.
Yes, yes.
It is couch co-op on console, but it's wait, are you gonna add an online co-op to the console version, or are you just treating
Uh,
it as couch co-op?
at the status quo, is not possible to do it because we should reopen the game from zero and reprogram the game entirely for console
Right.
to allow the console to
To talk to
on
each
the
other and
multiplayer.
yeah.
Which means again like to have I don't know many positive review on Steam, and then a publisher is interesting on a revamp. Basically, gives money.
Yeah,
That's
give some money and then you can go do that.
that's all. I mean, clearly we are in this. We are moving. Now the coronavirus, when it will finish, you can invite over someone, play on the couch, and also it's nice to play on the couch because you can throw shit on your teammate, basically. Yes.
I, I have played it a bit when I couldn't play it couch co-op with my son because he kept dying, and I had to spend my money in the shop to bring him back to life. And I'm just like, no, just no, you're dead. You're tough. Get back. Get good. We're trying to unlock this. We're trying to unlock this mini boss so we can go get him. Like, stop dying, dickhead.
Yeah. You can also, let's say there is a choice. There is a choice of when the other parasite dies, you can revive him using or wasting an upgrade.
Yeah.
And you say if you keep dying, fuck you. I play alone because it's better that I play alone. You keep dying, you waste my upgrades. I will waste my upgrades for you. But then it happens to you again. So,
Oh, here's a question for you from Freak Show.
Ah, you baby.
He said, "Is there hopes of a mobile version?"
No, I think the mobile will explode if you put.
Only because you're going to throw it at the fucking wall.
Yeah, yeah, of course. You have to change a mobile every 2 days. Yeah, let's say yes. It's no. There is no way to have that runs on mobile. On the only mobile, it's the mobile console, which is the Nintendo Switch. I know. I'm sorry. This is a question that many people did it, but yeah.
Okay, so
Nokia.
old school Nokia. Just quickly, Stars, thank you for the
Yeah.
raid, darling. I'm not ignoring you. Dragon JS, no, the money's mine.
I do like a nice bit of feedback there from Strange for you. This is for me who doesn't have friends. I'd love to play online with it, but the game doesn't need it. That's a nice. I like that. That's a nice touch.
No, you know what? Also, it's not balanced for two players.
Yeah.
Just works also for two players because one is enough to fuck the other player. So I mean,
Yeah, I was going to say, if
it
it was me and
feels-
Badger playing, I think you'd get pissed off trying to revive me.
yeah, yes. I mean, you can snatch the bodies that the other player wanted or needed, and I mean, if there is no collaboration, you say your destiny is to die together. So it's also really you have to work together, or let's say basically it's very difficult. It's very difficult.
Yeah, I like that the fact that the two player isn't like, all right, two player, let's go knock this up and completely overrun this game. It's more likely going to end up with being the game's got harder because your mate's crap, and
Yes,
now you're not getting upgrades.
indeed. Also, there are some.
You play 3-4 rounds and go, let me just try one on my own for a bit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, sometimes you get this absurd idea. You say, okay, what the fuck I'm doing? I mean, it's not. Yes, I mean, so the other player can train himself alone for a couple of days, no, days, no.
Or in my case, a
Uh,
couple of months.
is it is an option? Is an option? No, no, no. Indeed, it's. But really, for me, it's funny. It's funny. It's the only game where you say, "Don't kill that enemy." I mean, when you're playing co-op, say, "Oh, don't kill it, don't kill it. I need it."
Yeah,
I don't know. There is no other game when you say don't kill. I need the enemy. I mean, really, it's
yeah. I've not thought that because I've not really played it. Cup, I only played it a little bit with my son, but yeah, I don't think there's any other game where you go, shit, I need that paper girl. I need that. What did you kill that basketball for? I needed him. What are you doing?
yes. It happens that you killed by mistake or something. You know. I mean,
But yeah, it's the game is to kill them, but you don't want
yeah.
to kill them because you want that one there.
As I told, I mean, it creates strange situations, and for me, this is important in the development. I mean, when you in the world, I mean, in the games, does this because you will find, situation you've never been before, and still the game is fun and opens new possibilities. That's was as you will play always the same things over and over. Well,
Well, Mr. Kittimer, thank you so much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here.
It
I
has
I,
been awesome.
I thought. Oh, thank you. I thought it was harder indeed.
But you've been interviewed by me a few times. You know, it's never professional.
And I just sit here and look pretty.
I think it was the first interview I did with EGX when I came over to the stand and his face dropped because I'd met Emiliano from Empire in Ruins, and he told me about him and go see him. So I went to go see him, and he'd been told to cut his Stetson and trench coat. When I came in the room, his face dropped because I was rough as fuck. Hungover, had no sleep. Well, I had like no sleep the night before, and then I just turned around and went, right, oh fuck, I'm dying. Right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Hello, well there. What just happened? Where did you come from? Really big full edge interview and went, oh fuck, we're done.
I really don't know what to do. But in general, I like the way that also if Stoffel was not here. Okay, don't worry. It was impressive because you see, I mean, really, guys, you have to subscribe Orse's channel. Subscribe this one and also Stoffel Present channel because he was a person. I had many interviews that day. Okay, many with the other two guys, with also big media, and then from Stoffel. And Stoffel say, "Tell me who, why, what, where." I mean, what the fuck you're doing here? Who the fuck are you? What the fuck? I mean, why are you making indie games? It was very. It put me in a situation very, without script, without nothing. Okay, to answer to the simple question, that are necessary for the interview. So yes, I mean this guy should have a future for.
Oh, we'll get it. We'll get it in a couple more interviews. I won't get a word in. It'll be Ed flying away.
Hey, I'm still learning the ropes. I'm just happy to be here, and apparently I'm not the fucking pretty one. So fuck everyone. Fuck you, freak. Fuck you, strange. You know what? Fuck this. I'm going home. Oh wait. I am
Yeah,
home.
we did it.
Thank you very much, Kim. We kind of ran over the time we were supposed to do. So we're gonna have a longer podcast here now. Thank you for joining us tonight, fella.
Oh, thank you. Let me thank.
It's Troglodyte Games, isn't it?
Yeah, we are troglodytes, troglodytes, and really, I mean, Stoffel and Edward, you should try to go the south of Italy where the magic happens in our studio.
Oh,
And then
if you're saying would you like a
we're going to be
tour,
over.
if you're
We
saying
will
would
be-
you like a tour, I'll sort my
we were
passport out.
planning. I was gonna kind of try arrange something for after Gamescom. I was gonna go to Gamescom, and then come over to Barcelona or Italy, wherever you're at, to come see you. That was gonna be a surprise, as we said before, but all this shit's happened.
Okay.
So once this is cleared, me and Ed will come over and see you for a weekend.
It's a small city near in the south of Italy. I mean, it's something that you.
We'll come up to your studio. We'll film about 30 minutes worth of footage and spend 30 hours on the piss.
Apparently, we're not allowed to go on holiday without Chloe.
Yeah,
It's not holiday, it's work.
It's work.
No, not holidays. we don't have holidays. We get rid of holidays.
I've not had a holiday for years.
I've not. Here, I'll make you feel really old. I've not had a holiday since I was 10.
Jesus.
Well,
Come to Italy.
18 years I've not had a fucking holiday.
Strange Simon said they want a road trip, don't leave him out.
That's
No, you can stay here, Strange. But yeah, no, thank you for being on. It's been an honour to have you here.
It's been a pleasure and an honour, sir. Thank you so much. And
You are very welcome.
you go get some sleep. You've been working pretty hard today.
No, I have to say, I think other 3 hours a week, something like this. I mean, other stuff to do.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's no, you know.
The rockstar lifestyle of a game dev.
Yes, yeah. I don't know if you saw also the shots that I had to take in English. I was reading. I mean, I was presenting the new game in English, and I make 95 outtakes.
Yes, I saw 94 takes. Get one where you want swearing.
It's I mean, all the bullshit happens, and you know, it's very hard because I'm not an actor, and I have to remember my things and to say in English, of course.
Well, one of the things I like to do when I go to res and ejects and stuff is because I never want to put somebody as the last interview, because I think if you're last, it's the worst. I don't want. So the last video is always a collection of me fucking up over the weekend.
Okay,
Just so no one's last, it's just me fucking up. So yeah, don't worry. 94 takes. It's check out the res bloopers. They're I've been doing this for 8 years. And I still fuck up.
Yes, you know, no. It's I want to arrange a video to put together a video, all this swearing, even if it's half Italian, half in English, whatever, and to publish when I would be, millionaire, perhaps. I say, this.
That's a video I want to see.
Yeah. I mean, something like that. Not everybody knows that. Okay.
I loved the way you described your swearing as well. So I've got your Twitter. I'm just going to find it quickly because, just guessing which one I'm not swearing and cursing the ancient ones and other forgotten gods.
All together.
That was beautiful. That's poetry.
It depends by the language, depends by the mood, it depends what I was cursing. So.
We're going to have to leave it there because we've got a lot more words to get on with.
Yes,
but thanks very much, Keeper. And everyone make sure you follow at Troglodytes on Twitter. Get their Discord on there as well. We'll leave a link to the Discord in the YouTube upload of this tomorrow. And yeah, just make sure you keep it up. Go buy HyperParasite. Leave a positive review on Steam.
One
keep
second.
your eyes out on Ed No Yame.
Should be able to get a link in the chat now.
We're cooking that very much.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you very grazie.
There you go. Strange Time said, don't worry, I will, and I can't wait for the new game.
All right, well, before he goes, there is the link to the Troglodyte Discord.
Right. I hope it's permanent. Okay. At least 2 days.
But
okay.
Once again, thank you very much, sir. And we're really sorry. I could talk to you all night. We've got a lot of stuff to keep going through.
Did you say Troglodyte? Whoops.
It's Troglodyte.
Yeah, I said Troglodyte, okay?
It's the same.
I'm a Troglodyte. I'm a caveman. It's fine.
We are troglos. Like this.
I do apologise. Troglodyte Games Discord. There we go.
Right. Well, thank you very much, sir. Good night. Take care.
Thank you. You too. Stay safe.
Right.
Bye.
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 Bye. Thank you.
Right. Oh, Badger hung up. Let's call him back. Hello. Why
I
have you
pressed the
got
wrong
no
button.
camera? There we go. Yeah. No, I managed to remove him.
I pressed the wrong button. Shit, just turn myself off my own live stream.
You muppet.
But that was brilliant from Kitty. I know
That was great.
the audio was a little bit off and a little bit wrong.
Yeah, I believe that is to do with literally just connection from his end.
Yeah, it's something we have to work on. But I don't know. That was a good interview. I thought it went well. It was funny.
It did sort itself out a little bit towards the end, but not as much. But guys, what did you think of a live interview? Would you prefer a recorded one or a live one?
Because we do have a very big dev coming on next week.
Even I'm shocked. Wait, this is next week.
Yes, next Wednesday.
I just need to go change my underwear.
Yeah, we have a fairly big dev coming on next Wednesday. It's
Let's not spoil it. Let's not spoil it.
no. Let's spoil it. Let's get people in. Get people to tell them all. So we have. Man, I can just bring his name back up. So I don't want to get his name wrong. We have another dev interview next week. So it's going to be. If you want it to be live, it can be. If you'd rather us do it pre-recorded, it's completely to you. But we're going to have Adam Sawkins on next week.
Would you like to tell everyone where he's from?
So Adam Sawkins is currently working on the game Normancer, which is a cross between Gauntlet and Pikmin. You're trying to save the gnomes from being wiped out, basically.
Strangers saying live.
But he's been in the games just for 20 years. He's been an indie dev for 10 years, where he's worked on Fortress Craft, seventh biggest digital title on the Xbox 360, and in his AAA career, he did a couple of games you might have heard of, like Burnout,
Black.
Grid, Colin McRae, Dirt, Little Big Planet, DJ Hero, and Sonic Transformed.
Oh, I loved Little Big Planet. Oh, I loved it so much. I've got a Sackboy. Next week, I'm having a Sackboy sat.
You're having a Sackboy
here.
sat behind you next
In fact, he just sit on my shoulder. I'll show the fucker. Can you spell the name of the game he's working on?
I can do even better than that. I can copy and paste it so that I don't spell it wrong.
Yes, freak. Little Big Planet. Damn, big man coming on. Yes, fucking huge.
Like we said, we started. We want to do indie games, and he's working on indie games at the moment. He's been in India for the last 10 years. But yeah, if you guys like these interviews, we'll keep doing them, and we'll get bigger and bigger devs on for you.
And we can get bigger games on as well. Just saying.
Like this is a guy who, not gonna brag too much, but he saw our Ricardo interview and approached me.
Wait, what? You never told me that bit. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, he saw our interview with Ricardo last week.
Awesome.
And approached me and said he's fine doing recorded or live, whichever is easiest for us.
That's personally, I'd prefer to record that one, just so I can get the audios perfect. Because then we can have it up as a separate video on the YouTube, which there's a link that comes in the chat every 15 minutes, I believe.
Yeah, no Mancer is the game he's working on now. It's out on Steam right now for £9.29.
We'll get that on next week's one before we get the interview.
We'll have it on next week along with Adam himself to talk about that and discuss that. It was even featured in the E3 opening night showcase last year.
That's crazy.
Of this indie game. So yeah, pretty big one next week.
No, you tell me. Anyway, shall we get into some of the games that were announced this week?
Yeah, well, we'll get into the trailers. There's not many indie trailers this week.
No, but there's one that I cannot wait to put on.
There's not many indie trailers this week because there's been a lot of big game announcements, so the indies have kind of not announced. because there's a lot of stuff going on, like Summer Games Festival, going on from now till August, I think, which a couple of stuff we've got to come from there. So yeah, the indies are a bit quiet this week, but we have got some big game announcements coming for you. Up first, we've got Nexomon Extinction, which I don't normally cover clone games. As an indie reviewer, I like stuff like we just said there with Kitty Bear. I like things that have a brand new game mechanic that are gonna possibly influence the way gaming's created. This looks like a straight up clone, but God, it looks lovely and it looks interesting. But it is Necrocom? Is that right? Nexomon Extinction. There we go. Will we play it, Ed? No, you're not going to play it.
Purely because... Wow, though it is on PS4 and Xbox One. There we go.
Are we playing it?
Oh, I've played it.
Oh, you've played it? Oh,
I've played
I can't
it.
see your screen.
Oh, you can't see my screen?
No, I can't see your screen, so I don't know where we are.
Right.
I can see on screen.
2 seconds. Let's sort that out for you. Let's get into a quick call on here, and I'll share my screen for you. I'll mute my mic, and I'll deafen myself. Right, so Discord, there should be a screen share for you, bud.
Right, I need to start Discord now.
Okay.
Shit.
That's fine. While you're doing that...
Right, we can keep going. Right, so the trailer's on there. Right, we've got a little bit. So that's Nexomon Extinction.
That was very...
It was very Pokemon.
It was a rip-off, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I don't know, like I said, I don't normally cover clones. But that looked beautiful. The artwork looks stunning.
Don't get me wrong, it looked stunning, but it looked exactly like some of the old Game Boy Color going on to next-gen Nintendo console graphics.
Yeah, I mean, the blurb doesn't do it any better. Step into the tall grass as you discover, tame, and evolve over 300 unique Nexomon. Enjoy catchy chip tunes while travelling the charming 2D world of Nexomon. Face wild Nexomon or the ones of other tamers in exciting battles. The game's dynamic difficulty makes it easy to get into, but will require you to learn about its 11 elemental types to succeed. With its exciting story, quirky characters, and a light-hearted companion who doesn't take himself too seriously, Nexomon Extinction is a delight for fans of classic monster catching. It's available this month for Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Basically, what it means about the last line, it's a delight for fans of classic monster catching. Well, like Pokemon.
Yeah,
like
older Pokemon, not newer Pokemon. I've got to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, I won't be playing it.
Personally, I will, because you can't get Pokemon on PS4.
I mean, you can't, you're right. But that's the fun part. It's always been a Nintendo exclusive.
Yeah, but fuck it. I want that on PS4.
Well, I shall leave that
care.
one to you.
I don't care if it's a clone.
I don't care that it's a clone. It's a case of been there, done that. For me.
Yeah, it's also the name as well. The name sounds like it's a cross between... It's as close as it could get to Pokemon and Digimon without being sued by either.
Yeah.
It's got that kind of cheekiness to it, like, yeah, we're extremely close to get a cat's cockhead away from being sued, and we know it. I like that arrogance. But yeah, that's Nexomon, which, again, it's a slow news day, so that's in there. There was one that got announced a day or two ago, which I know Ed's been a bit excited to tell you about.
It was literally, I saw it announced yesterday. I'm saying nothing. I'm going to play the trailer and possibly turn my camera off just so I could get a bit happy. Is everyone ready for this? And if you have come from PS1, PS2 era of gaming, oh lord.
Yes. This I'm excited for. This is happy alone time.
Happy alone time.
This is me for this is me for when I'm barbecuing alone. Did Freak not see? Did Freak not know it would have been?
No, I've not told many people about this. Obviously, it's been out everywhere.
Best thing about it, well, for me, is it's a remake of 1 and 2 bundled together. They're not remaking 2 and then cashing in with 1 or whatever. They're making remaking 1 and 2, bundling them together. Fucking gaming memories on this.
No.
Oh yeah, and it has online multiplayer now.
Yeah. We'll get into that in a minute. I'm just in my happy place.
There we go. September 4th, 2020.
So, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2.
I love the first one, but the second one holds a very special place in my heart.
I love all of them.
The second one was a pinnacle of the series for me. Yeah, remastered with online multiplayer. Fuck yes! Please give me now.
Before we get into it, Sup Chaotic, how you doing? Yes, some epic moments indeed on all of them. But as it said, it's 1 and 2. Your classic levels.
Both of them.
Your classic skaters.
Will they have a remade Bam Margera in it?
Oh, I hope not, because you'd be a fat cunt like me.
Well, no, he's dead, isn't he?
Oh, Alua, thank you for the raid.
Oh, thank you.
How are you doing? You've caught me in a very, very happy place right now. And I mean very happy. In fact, I'm happy to play the trailer again. In fact, I'm gonna play the trailer again. And then I've got some exciting news about the Deluxe Edition.
Ooh, yes.
So here's the trailer one last time, just so I can...
Just so you see it again, go on.
Oh, just look at it, and I hope to God it looks like this as well.
If that's in-game footage,
I've got a feeling that is in-game footage.
I think it is.
That looks fucking next level. But it's going to be in 4K.
That's where you used to be, and that's what it is.
Look at it. Just so... Oh, it is gorgeous. You're getting this day one, same here, Strange. I've already said to Chloe, I'm sending my PS4. And there's a good reason.
We've already put feelers out to get the review in like 20 days before release.
Oh, mate, I'm going to Deluxe, and I'll tell you why. No worries, Alua. Thank you very much for the raid.
Thank you, Alua. Thank you.
Just the fact you can play it online against people.
All the original modes plus online multiplayer. This is going to be fucking immense. 1 and 2. Fucking is that enough?
So, before I get into what comes with the Deluxe Edition, like
Also,
the physical edition.
Sorry, just on the end there, on the end of the trailer, I don't know if you saw it. It says if you pre-order it now, you get access to the warehouse demo when it comes available.
Oh, it gets better.
I know. I've seen the deluxe edition. Go on.
Oh, I'm not going to say it just yet. I'm going to say my thoughts of the game, and then I'm going to be I'll be explaining what and why. So I'm hoping they don't fuck it like they did with Pro Skater 5.
Yeah.
And I mean fucking. That thing was atrocious, and I hope it gets burnt like the games of E.T. back from the SNES era, or the Atari era. But then again, I hope they've managed to evolve the controls from the original so they feel like back arse end of the PS2 going into PS3. Like
Yes.
the underground games. I'm wanting that feel. Not gameplay. I mean, if they want to remake them, that'd be great. Hint, hint.
Adamantium, I don't think it's coming to Steam. I think it's PS4 and Xbox One.
I
I don't think it's Steam.
believe I saw it said Steam, but I've got a feeling
But
it is.
But it is released on 420.
It's really bad, isn't it? Yes, Thomas. What's that? Thomas Hendricks.
Right,
believe
it's
I've
released on
pronounced it
420 in the States.
Yes.
We've just had 420 over here.
Yeah, see, we do it day, month, year, not month, day, year. But
Yeah.
who cares about that? Anyway, Deluxe Edition.
Yes.
Hold on.
This,
I believe I've got a picture of it. If I've got a picture of it, I'm
on
putting it up.
episode 1 of the podcast, I took the piss out of the Wastelanders. Was it Wastelanders? It wasn't Wastelanders.
No, Desperado 3.
Desperado 3. I took the piss out of the collector's edition for the shitty little spinning music box.
It was bad. It was bad, but this
This
is
is
worth
an immense special
the
edition.
$89.99 that is coming to it.
And it's worth every penny.
Look at what
this
you
is what collector's edition
fucking
should
well
be.
get.
Yep, you get a fucking skateboard.
No. You get an original Birdhouse skateboard back from when it was originally released.
The original Birdhouse Falcon 2 design. So, the list is you get Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 full game.
Yep, you get
Get the-
all the digital deluxe
Yep.
and
A limited edition full-size Birdhouse Falcon 2 design
which
skateboard.
you know for a fact would go on my wall.
You want to bet that's a tiny skate? It actually says on the picture, it says a full-size
It's
skateboard.
full size.
It does say full-size. Because I
It's
thought it was
definitely
one of
not
those
a
little
fingerboard.
fucking finger flick
I
things.
saw it. I was like, nah. And then I read it said full size. I was like, my jaw literally just dropped. I'm like, I'm selling my PlayStation. I did have an orgasm. You're right.
I might see if they want us to do an unboxing live on the podcast.
Can I do the unboxing? I want to do the unboxing. I will drive. I will drive to your house just to pick the fucker up.
Adam's got a point. Yeah, but I mean, they could say it's full size compared to a full size Mars bar.
Hey, they're tiny.
Yeah, but it's a full size Mars bar. But what full size are you on about?
But yeah, that
Full
is
size
why
compared to what?
I'm hoping that it is not like Pro Skater 5, because that game is. I'm trying to keep it
I think
YouTube
that did
friendly.
so much damage to the franchise. They had no point. They had no choice but to go back and remaster the first two just to reboot the franchise.
Damage the franchise. People took the piss. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 is a fucking meme.
Yeah, but it also 4th September. Do you know why it's that release date?
I do not know. Why is it?
Tony Hawk's birthday.
It is! Right! Why didn't I think of that originally?
Yeah, it's Tony Hawk's birthday.
It is, yeah.
That's why it's got
a
that
few
release
days
date.
before mine. Ah.
Yeah, that's why. But yeah, that's. We weren't going to put that in because we thought everybody had seen that news.
Oh, I didn't give a shit. It was going in.
And Ed's like, it's going in. It's fucking going in. I'm like, oh, okay, pal. Okay.
The game
Okay,
makes me
go
hard. Guess whose birthday it is today? Really, Chloe?
I don't think there's anyone I know has got
No,
a
I don't
birthday
think there's
today.
anyone that we should really give a shit about's birthday today.
No, I don't think it is.
Yes, everyone, it is Chloe's birthday. What am I getting on the Xbox?
I don't think it's on PC.
Epic Games apparently.
Oh, Epic Games also is on PC. Oh, fair enough then. That's going to piss off a lot of PC gamers. But no, happy birthday, Chloe. Happy birthday, Chloe, dear.
Thank you for allowing us to do the podcast on your birthday.
Yes, thank you.
But yes, that had to go in. I saw it yesterday and I was like, that's got to go in.
Going back to some indie news, like I said, there's not a lot of indie announcements because We've had some big stuff like Tony Hawk's, like what we've got coming up in a little bit. So if you are missing your indie kick, Versus Evil has a massive indie sale on at the moment. And I mean, fucking massive.
Would you like to talk about it first, or would you like to the little sales
Play
trailer?
the little trailer. I mean, there's not much in the trailer. But
It's
play
not.
the
It's
little
like
trailer
15
and we'll talk about it.
seconds.
Yeah, so up to 90% off when I said massive. And there's some fantastic games in here. If you're an RPG, there you go. That's the trailer.
Yeah.
That's
Done.
So it's going on from May the 12th to May 19th. So you've got, 6 days left. So they've announced a massive range of discounts across their entire catalogue. So every single Versus Evil game has got a discount on Steam at the moment. So that includes 10% off the latest game, Wintermore Tactics, that launched on 5th of May. The award-winning Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire Obsidian Edition is reduced by 60%.
Damn.
Standard edition of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire has got 50% discount. There's also a discount on all 3 DLC packs for Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Banner Saga has got an 80% discount. Banner Saga 2 with a 60% discount. There's over 50 games in that sale.
That's a lot of games. And a lot of discount.
It's fucking mental. So, head over to the Versus Evil page on Steam. Get some Banner Saga is... Everyone should play Banner Saga. It's mental. It's amazing. And with 60% off Banner Saga 2... Oh, no. 80% off Banner Saga 1 and 2 and 60% off Banner Saga 3.
Damn, 80%.
Yeah, off 1 and 2.
80%? That's crazy.
Like I said, there's a lot of big announcements coming out in the Summer Games Festival. So they're just kind of going, oh, look, we're here. How can we get noticed? Right, 80% off.
That's crazy.
Some of the DLC has 90% off.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. So, yeah, if you're a fan, a lot of their games are very fantasy, narrative-driven RPGs.
Yeah, they looked it from the little trailer.
Yeah, so if you're into that kind of stuff, go check out Versus Evil. Pick up some amazing games for fucking pennies. It's seriously ridiculous.
Excuse me, I don't know why I'm yawning so much tonight.
But moving on, we have another announcement for the Summer Games Festival, which this is a weird announcement.
You could say that, considering everyone was shouting that they only wanted 2 to be remade.
So we got this trailer here, which
I'm going to play right now.
Go on then.
Everything I've done for my family.
For the last 10 years, all I'd done was kill. I killed for my family. I killed anybody that got in my way.
Family and who you're born with
I wonder if anyone could guess what it is.
is who you die for.
Anyone guess what it is?
Oh, look, there it is. That's right.
So, for me, what's funny is we had an announcement trailer today announcing an announcement on the 19th.
Yep, exactly. Mafia. You most probably guessed that from the word Mafia. But yeah, today 2K released a trailer for Mafia Trilogy with the promise to deliver a full announcement next Tuesday at their website.
That's all 2K have said about it. I mean, a lot of people have been asking for a remake of Mafia 2. And they've kind of gone, you can have all 3.
Fuck you, you're getting 3 for the price of 1.
Strange Time and Mafia, I love these games. Yeah, it's I love the Mafia. I'm along line most people like Mafia 1 and 2. Yes, please have them remastered. Mafia 3, fucking keep it.
It's one of those games I never actually got to play. What can I say?
Yeah, that's an announcement for an announcement coming.
Yep. that is literally it on that. That's all we know right now.
all we've got.
I suppose
But-
next week we can always put it in.
Yeah, it is. We'll get an announcement at 5 p.m. on the 19th, and we're live at 8 p.m. on the 20th. So I'm sure we'll follow that up next week.
Damn right. Wait, hold on. No, I do not want to put Jack Black and Tony Hawk skate trailer in for Tony Hawk's 2. I'm just going to go watch that in my personal time.
Ooh, sorry. I've just had a little private message off somebody
Ooh.
that I didn't know. Diablo 2 is getting a remaster as well.
Ah.
Fuck yes, son. I'll take that. Keep your fucking mouth, yeah. I'll have a Diablo 2 remaster.
Again, never played it.
Oh, you fucking Philistine.
How am I a Philistine, you troglodyte?
Oh god, Diablo 2 is quite easily the best in the series.
And I've heard that they are
Diablo
good.
3, I loved it.
Is
But-
Diablo 3 the one with the cows, or is that Diablo 2?
That's Diablo 2.
Thought it was.
There's a not a cow level on Diablo 3.
Anyway, we'll leave that for yes, another
We'll
time maybe.
follow up on that. We'll follow up on that. Thank you for the heads up on that. I won't say who it was because it came in a private message. So
Fair
I won't
enough.
say who it was.
Up next is something I actually found on Twitter just before we went live,
Yeah, this
and it really got my attention. I'm not gonna lie.
looks so mental. I expected it to be Japanese.
It's called Tower Princess.
I'm definitely going to follow up on this in the morning.
Sounds good to me.
See if we can get something
Because
from the
you
devs.
know for a fact I'm gonna rage like shit to it. Slicing
this is-
jelly up.
It sounds really fucking bizarre.
It looks bizarre.
It looks hilarious. Deadliest Date Simulator.
It looks awesome. And that's the bit that really made me giggle last time. But yeah, that is Tower Princess.
It looks fucking weird and brilliant at the same time.
I run like that night. What, like your arse is on fire?
So yeah, it's join an endless queue of knights destined to rescue princesses and princes in a game that evokes the classic 3D action platformer with puzzles and a roguelike component. You had to manage a date with a wide variety of royalty members as you face the dangers of the dungeon. So you're going through a dungeon. Adventure through an ever-changing castle with 3 procedurally generated areas. Challenge the inhabitants of the castle, making use of the randomised qualities of your knight. Before you're happily ever after, you'll need to win the heart of the princess or prince, take them out on a perfect date, and then face the evil dragon together with your better half. So you've got to take them on a date, make them fall in love with you while they're fighting your way through the dungeon, so that they can help you kill the dragon at the end of it. That's just fucked up.
Hey, Mimi.
Make good use of your predecessor's mistakes with an upgrade system utilising the experience you gained on previous adventurers. Enjoy an amazing visual style that maintains the spirit of classic dungeoneering, transforming into a jolly cartoon parody. That just looks fucking mental and fun.
So yeah, that's
So it's developed by OQ Team, who I've never heard of.
oh well. Could be one to keep an eye out, especially if they're gonna kick out stuff like that.
Yeah, and published by Hypertrain Digital, who they published a good couple of decent games. They published some good, actual big hits actually. So that's definitely one we're going to be following up on.
Yeah, that was like I said, that caught my eye on Twitter, and I showed Badger it quickly, and he was like, "That looks crazy." He's like, "That is going in tonight's podcast."
Yeah, that was literally about 10 minutes we went live as well.
Literally, no, we won't lie. It was 20 minutes. We
Oh, 'cause
spent
we picked
we
that
spent we spent about 15 minutes setting up with Skype for it to still go wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, that's our trailers for today. Like I said,
Yeah,
there's not much
not
in
many.
this. What's got you most excited there out of the trailers? What's got everyone excited in the chat?
I don't even need to respond to that.
We know it's Tony Hawk's for Ed.
No, it's blatantly Nexomon. Come on.
It's Burnley Exomon. Is it Exomon or Xenomon?
Nexomon.
Exomon.
You're so excited for it, you can't even remember the name.
Yeah, I'm that excited for it.
But yeah, no, Tony Hawk has it for me, hands fucking down.
It is Tony Hawk. I mean, that has to be, as much as I love my indie games and I want to provide new indie games every week to you, some weeks there just aren't any, and those weeks, this has to be one of those weeks where there isn't any, but we get Tony Hawk.
Yeah, the world's quietest week for indie games. Tony Hawk! Fucking Tony Hawk!
Yeah, not gonna complain.
Ram it down your throat. I mean, you know, Tony Hawk or Psy Hotel, pick one.
Oh, you just want to play the Psy Hotel fucking...
No, I
trailer
don't.
again, don't you?
No. I want to play the Tony Hawk's one, actually.
But no, like, if has anyone got any questions? No. Has anyone here played Chariot? I don't
Not even heard of it.
I don't think I've heard of Chariot.
Sorry, Mimi.
So now that being our trailers done, we're going to move
go into the news.
Into the news.
First up,
the first ever Badger rant on the podcast. Now, as I said earlier at the start of the interview with Kitty Mare, even if a game's bad, I like to be decent about the developer because trying to get even if a game's bad, they've still put a lot of work and effort and passion and blood, sweat and tears into it, and that should be appreciated. So that's what I try to do with indie developers. These guys can go fuck themselves with a cactus.
Can it be sideways with a cactus?
Please make it so. So the Cullen Origins releases in a couple of days, I think. Is it today? It might be actually.
I'm just getting the link up now to have a look.
Um,
No, I don't want the trailer. Oh, where is it?
So this is the link I wanted you to show. This is about what I want you to see. Because I want you to, right? So,
is this the link you wanted me to show?
yeah, right. This link I want you to show, right? Just hold it there a minute, Ed. Hold it there a minute, right? Because
That's right.
this, like, so basically, the Cullen came out. Wasn't that great received. It prided itself on being one of the first battle royale games. Right.
No, hold
it
on.
kind of died very
It's a plane
quickly.
that shouldn't be playing.
So they brought out the Cullen 2, which, for a free-to-play battle royale game with a lobby of 100 people in it, never got higher than 23 people at any one time on it. So that's 2 games of Med that have died. So they've now remade the first game, released it, but it's not quite free to play. If you bring up that article I was on about, Ed.
Oh, I'm working on it. Hold on. I
Alright.
need to resize it, and you'll. There we go. That's perfect.
Right, I'll go for it. Right, so basically, it's not free to play. Right, it comes out on Xbox One. Right, think it's tomorrow. I want to say it's tomorrow. Right, I can't find out that one. Right, but
It's just catching up. 1 second.
I think it comes out tomorrow. But if you played Cullen 1 on Xbox, you don't have to buy Cullen Origins. You get it for free. Right? That's pretty good so far, isn't it? Don't worry about the link, Ed. If it's too much, don't worry.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't
worry.
want to work.
Right.
What I could do is this though. I'll get the actual link from YouTube. It'll take me 2 seconds to do. Just like so.
Right, so the Culling is basically, it's a battle royale game, but more of a game show, and there's melee and stuff involved in there.
There we go. I'm not going to make it full screen.
Yeah. But it's kind of like a game show, battle royale. It was quite. It died within a year. It claimed to be one of the first battle royale games, but it died within a year. Culling 2
This island
came
used
out.
to be filled
100-player
with
battle
murder
royale, but
and
never got
mayhem.
more than 23
But
players
it's
on the
been
game at
full
any
of
one time on
emptiness for
Steam.
too long. Too long.
So that died within a couple of months. And then
I can
they've
now
caught,
say
they've
that
remade
power
the
is
first
being
one that
restored
died
to the
within a
island.
year. They've
We also
remastered
need you
it.
to bring life
But
back
the reason
to
it's in the
arena.
news is it's got
And
a
by
brand
life,
new
well,
business
you know
model,
what I mean.
which is fucked.
If that's from in-game footage, that's remade. That's still not great.
No, it's a lot of fucking Unity assets and shit like that. And
The culling is back.
May 14th, it's tomorrow it comes out, right? But good news. Let's start with the good news first, because I like to be a positive kind of guy. If you played the Culling at any point while it was free to play, you can get the Culling Origins for free. Right?
Game.
That's where the good news ends. Because if you didn't play it, then you have to. Well, you can get it tomorrow for $5.99.
How much?
$5.99.
$5.99.
Yeah. Doesn't sound too bad, does it?
No, but I know what's coming next. That's why I'm in a bit of disgust.
Yeah. Right. So if you have £5.99, you get the game that has no offline story mode, only has online battle royale, and you can play one online match a day for free.
One match a day.
If you win that free match, you get another token to play another match for free. So you've paid £6 for the game, and you can only play it once a day.
That's
Right?
fucking bullshit.
If you win your first match, you get another token to play for free, and if you win that, you get another token to play for free.
So in other words, if you're really fucking good at the game, you can just play it for free forever.
Yeah. If you're not, don't worry. You can buy match tokens for real cash.
How are they getting away with that?
3 tokens for 99p, 10 tokens for £2.99, and 20 tokens for £4.99.
I mean, okay, still pissed off that you've got to buy more, but most developers, like most companies out there, not naming them, that use these microtransactions, take the piss with the higher packs. £5. It's not bad, but it's still not the point.
No, it's £5 for 20 tokens.
Yeah, so that's an extra 20 games after.
Yeah. But if you wanted to,
Oh,
gamers hate microtransactions, and they're the scum of the earth, but gamers love a subscription model. So instead of paying a £5 for 20 more matches, you can pay $1.99 for unlimited online play for 7 days, or $5.99 for unlimited online play for 30 days.
wow. Okay, it just got worse. It got
So-
even worse.
Because it's not a free-to-play game, this is why you think, what am I paying my $5.99 for? If I want to pay $5.99 a month to play it, unlimited, that's all right. You know, that's no different to buying a battle pass in Fortnite or something like that.
Exactly.
You know, right? It's not too bad, right? But you think, what am I paying my $5.99 for? Right? If it was free to play with a subscription model, then you wouldn't need Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus, and they'd have to pay for their own servers. But because they're charging $5.99, it means you have to pay for Xbox Live So Microsoft pay for the servers.
The fucking wankers.
This is dodgy as fuck.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that won't last long. There'll be an uprising about that.
It's Xavier who have made it, who are now considered widely online after today's announcement to be worse than EA, which is that took some years for
See,
something
I
like that.
didn't want to say any names. I was being good.
But Xavier have said it's shifted its monetization approach to ensure that players will be able to visit the island for years to come.
Fuck off.
Culling 2 didn't get, when it was free to play, didn't get more than 23 players at any one time on Steam. I can't see it getting more than 23 players.
Yeah, but you see, kids these days love battle royales. I'm not bashing battle royales. They're not my cup of tea. I mean, I did enjoy Call of Duty.
I'm not a battle royale fan, but you can go get Fortnite for free and play it for free.
You could get Warzone for free and buy a battle pass, just like in Fortnite.
You can play. Well, they said Freaks just today it looks better than Cuisine Royale, but you can go get Cuisine Royale for free and play it for free.
Exactly. Actually,
why are you going to get a game that looks like it's made out of free fucking Unity engine assets? Pay £6 for it, pay for your Xbox Live to go online and play your one free game a day, and pay £6 a month to be able to play it all month. It's the most disgusting, despicable business model I've ever seen in a fucking game, and I hope this thing's dead before it even launches. After looking at the press it's got online today, this will be dead. It's dead now, and it launches tomorrow.
Anyway, let's move on before you rant too long. For something. No. It is disgusting. But let's move on to some exciting news.
Yes.
Let's take a look at the new Unreal 5 engine.
Running in real time on a PS5.
So this is PS5 footage in real time. And just take it in. Just take it in.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Oh, fuck off.
Dell Technologies advisor.
Oh, wow, look at it. It's amazing.
It's playing out amazing.
Right. I want to make sure this is in the highest quality possible. There we go. Let's let it load.
We've got captured in real time on the PlayStation 5.
I did not see that bit last time. It looks stunning.
There is a 9-minute video to go with this that explains like that scene. Like what you're seeing here is over 1 billion triangles.
It's mad.
Rendered in real time. No more polygon budget. You can have unlimited polygons on a PS5 game now. It doesn't make a difference to the memory of the game. The lighting, this is the thing with PS5. It's not going to be a massive leap in graphics. It is going to be lighting, shading.
Yeah, that's what they're focusing on now.
Yeah, because you can't get graphics any better than they are, really.
I was going to say, you can't get them much better.
But this looks stunning. Like this intelligent flocking with space. I don't know what that means, but it sounds impressive.
I don't know what it is, but it sounds good.
The predictive foot animation as well, so the animation changes to where you walk. It predicts the light, it predicts where you're going to move to and uses lighting accordingly. Yeah, this is Lumen and the Nanite or something like that it's called, that Epic Games are working. Look at that! Oh my god, feet animation, holy shit guys! It predicts where your feet are going to move so it can change the lighting accordingly or something, as I understand it.
Yeah, as you can see there, there's a 9-minute video.
Yeah, there's a 9-minute video where the devs go into great detail about it all and explain how there's like 1 billion polygons and there's no limit on polygon memory now.
I think Adam's being a bit sarcastic.
Basically, what it means is, when you're in an open world game and you get drawn in the background, so you get like mountains in the background, but you see them as a kind of foggy, big geometric triangle, and as you move close to it, the game engine fills it in. What it means now is that open world is loaded fully. There'll be no more load screens, no more load times. It's to do with how PlayStation have built a proprietary SSD for the PS5, and it's built especially for the PS5 architecture that it can render full open world games without any draw or distance.
It's it looks good, and how can I tell, Adam? Because it's you. It might not be groundbreaking for PC, but for consoles, this is the shit.
Actually, as well, it's Epic Games, so I'll take it with a pinch of salt, but they have just made that trailer. They said, because of the new SSD that Sony built on the PS5 architecture, that the PS5 will actually run, has more development possibilities and runs better than any high-end PC on the market commercially.
They're saying that, but I still don't see it being any better than a high-end PC.
Like I said, it's Epic Games, so I'll take it with a pinch of
Oh
salt.
yeah, definitely. I'm skeptical about it. I really am.
But
But
that's the news. That's the news that's been released today. It's not our job to make it. It's just our job to bring it to you. But it looks fantastic, and I did watch that 9-minute video 3 times, and got a little bit moist. Hearing them talk about it because it just sounded fucking brilliant.
happy trouser juice.
And of course, we mentioned Epic Games there.
Yes, because everybody's favourite game on Twitch, Fortnite's gonna be fucking next gen with upgraded graphics. Yay!
Yeah, they announced that Fortnite will be available on the PS5 and the Xbox One at launch, and in 2021, it's going to get a Unreal Engine 5 graphics upgrade.
I do have to correct you on that though. It won't be the Xbox One because we've already got that. The Series X.
Oh, the Xbox One X, sorry. Yeah, there we go, sorry.
The Series X, yes.
But yeah, that's for anyone that's interested. We're on Twitch. It's the biggest playing game on Twitch. I don't know if anyone's watching. I don't know if anyone gives a fuck.
When he sees go get the Source 2. I don't know.
But yeah, that's. I thought it'd be funny to throw that in at the end on World Hummus Day for a bit of Fortnite.
World Hummus Day. What?
Whoop whoop. But yeah, that's. I think that's what we've got covered there.
That is all the news. That is all the trailers and announcements we've got. That interview. Again, thank you, Kitty Murph, for that. That was
thank you,
great.
Mr. Kitty Murph. That was our first live interview. Thank you very much. We really appreciated that.
I am sorry about the tech issues that are going on. Whatever happened, happened. It's live. Shit always goes on when you're live.
We do have Adam Sorkins coming up next week.
Yes, that's going to be a good one.
Again, for anybody who missed that earlier, Adam Sorkins is the developer of No Mancer, which is an indie game out on Steam right now for £9.29. It's a cross between Gauntlet and Pikmin, which sounds amazing. But in his time as a developer, he's worked on Burnout, Black, Grid, Colin McRae, Dirt, Little Big Planet, DJ Hero, and Sonic Transformed.
Oh, you didn't say DJ Hero earlier. I remember DJ Hero.
I think you're just creaming your pants at Little Big Planet, so you didn't hear DJ Hero.
Little Big Planet. I remember getting the PS3 when it first came out, and that being the first game I played on it. Oh no, wait, that was Need for Speed.
I love the Burnout series. Black was one of the greatest games of the PS2 and still holds up today.
Yes.
That fucking game.
Oh, it's actually, just for people out there that might be interested in playing it before next week's podcast, it's backwards compat on Xbox. Just saying. So that's something, and I highly recommend it. I mean, don't get me wrong, graphics now are shite compared to what they were.
But the gameplay,
but the game was amazing. I mean, I only ever got to play a demo of it. Like hell, my parents would let me play that as a kid.
Yeah.
Like now, obviously, there's no choice. I'll play what the fuck I want. But I remember playing the shit out of that demo and getting angry at it because I couldn't do it to start off with. Well, back then I was playing Tomb Raider I was playing GTA. You know, the top-down GTA, not the behind you GTA. Top-down, old school GTA.
Oh, old school GTA.
I still think they're the best. Like,
Yeah, I think they are. I know Vice City's the best for me. Vice City's my
Vice
favourite.
City's
Yeah,
good. 5's good as well. Again, don't get me wrong. I'm talking old. The days where you could run, fart, and burp at people.
Yeah.
So what reviews have we got coming later this week and going into next week?
I've been a bit shit this week, so I've done no reviews. So I've still got John Hex coming this week. I do have. Oh, it's not next week. It's going to be after next week's podcast, actually. But I should be getting Saints Row the Third remastered tomorrow.
Ooh.
Which is a game I've played so many times, but God, yeah, I'll play it again.
I remember playing it. Yeah, I remember. Was it that one? I believe it was that one I played.
It's everything I wanted Grand Theft Auto to be. Is Saints Row the Third?
That's the one where they had the double-ended dildo and you could twat people with it, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
and the dubstep gun.
Dubstep gun. Ah, yes. See, you remember the dubstep gun. I remember big floppy donkey dicks.
Yeah, Michael Cooper with big floppy donkey dick. Also, Keith Andrews in it as well for the first time, I think. Which was just mind blowing. I had Keith Andrews in the game. That was fantastic. But yeah.
Well, I know Wavy the Rocket's finally come out.
Yeah, Wave the Rocket is out and the review's up.
I did try to find out how much they raised for War Child, but I couldn't find it anywhere.
I think they hit the maximum of £5,000.
Awesome. Again, I do follow Upper Room on Twitter. I tried to find out. I couldn't see anything. I may have skimmed over it because it was very quick.
I think they hit the maximum of £5,000.
But either way,
is awesome.
One of the devs actually came into my stream while I was streaming it, which was amazing. They were talking me through bits. They were talking me about the guy that did the music. The fact there was only 4 of them that made it.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. They actually spoke about you as well, Badger. They remember you well.
Oh, wow. I'm not sure that's a good thing.
I don't think it's a good thing either. Yes, EGX.
Yes, it was EGX 2018, I think, when it interviewed them.
Something like that. I remember them saying yes when they came
I'll have to go back and watch that stream and saw where they came in, see what they said.
They came in about a quarter of the way into Wavy the Rocket. Huh? Yeah, it wasn't very long that I was live with it. It was awesome. It was a great feeling to have them in there as well. So if you are watching this, thank you for being there.
It put you off.
It did put me off to start off with. It was great.
I mean, was that one of those things where it felt brilliant to have them in, but it really put you off the game?
Oh, yeah, because I was getting really fucked off with the game. I love it. You know you and HyperParasite?
Yeah.
Me and Wavy the Rocket.
Yeah, brilliant.
Oh, Ben, it's bedtime. Be quiet.
Take a plastic to Driver 3 game on PS. I think with Driver top nearly impossible to complete.
I don't know. I never got to play Driver.
I remember. I think it might be Driver 1 or 2, where you had you're in a Mustang, like a Challenger or Dodge Challenger, something like that, in a car.
Oh yeah,
park.
yellow. It was a yellow car.
And it had a piece of notepaper. We'd do a 180, do a handbrake turn, and it would literally possibly you had to get it bang on right.
Oh yeah.
And that was just a fucking tutorial. Once you got out, the game was a piece of piss. But the tutorial was harder than the game because you had to get it perfect, trying these 2 lines in the columns. It was fucking weird.
Now PS2, I spent most of my time playing Tony Hawk's.
Yep.
Tony Hawk's Underground 1 and 2. Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2. You know, the games that everybody wants re-fucking made. And if you do happen to watch it, the people that are thinking about remaking them, fucking remake them. Please.
I'm pretty sure it was PS2. It might have been PS3. One of the greatest games that were played, Parasite Eve.
Parasite Eve.
And
Sure.
And I know what I don't think it's Dino Crisis. There was one with dinosaurs where when you just shoot, it popped a bubble round you. And then
Ed, did I get that? Yeah, 20 minutes. Yes, sorry, Freak, I did get that, bud. Apparently the dev came in at about 20 minutes.
Oh, did I come out 20 minutes? All right, cool. I'll go catch that.
Good,
let's
I'm
see-
glad you're
let's talk
home,
about
Mimi.
that.
Sorry, I'm not ignoring chat. We're just chatting, literally.
And Mimi's home. Good to have a safe journey, Mimi.
But yeah, I hope, again, going back to Pro Skater 1 and 2, I am hoping...
It
was
was
it-
Sonic Freak Show. It was... I'm pretty sure it was Dino Crisis or something like that.
I remember Time Crisis.
But,
We had the light guns.
God, it was to go.
Well, you try and figure that one out. Going back to Tony Hawk's again quickly. I really hope this takes off. I hope they've done an amazing job. I really do. So then they have to remake 3 and 4. Fuck 5. And then they go, oh, let's do Underground.
No, I don't think... Well, I think they'll do a really good job of 1 and 2.
And call it quits.
And then make 6.
Nah. They've got to remake 3 and 4.
I don't think they do.
The audience
I think 1
and fans.
Personally, I think 1 and 2 are the best in the series. Remake the best in the series, and then they can... The series is reinvigorated. It's alive again. They can make a new one.
I mean, they tried that with... This is going to sound really controversial. They tried that with Guitar Hero and fucking made it worse. And the whole reason that died out was purely because they flooded the market with too much in a year. It wasn't just like 1 or 2 games a year. It was like 4 or 5. And but that's Guitar Hero. I'm hoping they pull it back with the Tony Hawk series. And even if they could get Neversoft to come back, imagine Neversoft coming back.
I don't think Neversoft exists anymore, do they?
No, that's what I mean. Imagine if they got them to come back.
That's why we got the Medieval remake. Freak Show, I would love a remake of Trog. I would fucking love a remake of Trog.
I've never even heard of Trag. Is that bad?
Or Tactical Rangers Assault Group.
Fair enough.
Or something, I think it is. Let me have a look quickly.
But anyway, we're getting off track here.
We are getting off track.
This is
Tactical
us.
Rescue Assault Group. Sorry, I was so close.
Are you going to be streaming this week, Badger?
Yes, I'm gonna be. There's gonna be reviews of John Wick, Dreadnautical, and Fledlings up this week. I'm going to be streaming some Dreadnautical again. I'm going to be streaming some Saints Row 3 if it's allowed this week with the embargo. I'll have to wait. I think it might be embargo until the 22nd, so I'll wait until next week for that. And yeah, I might stream some World of Warship Legends. I don't know if I've had it with game. I don't know if I'm done.
I think you should leave that.
I think I've had enough of that game now. I think I'm done with it.
Though I have got a little present for you after stream.
Okay.
Um,
But yeah, what about you? What are you streaming this weekend?
well, I finally got my hands on Valorant, or however it's pronounced. The closed beta game from Riot. The what people are calling the CS:GO Overwatch crossover. It literally is like CS:GO, but cartoony.
I know it's blown up on Twitch. It's not my kind of game.
It's massive. It's not my kind of... Well, I didn't think it was my kind of game until I played it today. And I was on it for about 5 hours. And I'll tell you what...
Not my kind of game. I played it for 5 hours.
5 hours straight. And I wasn't good at it, but I wasn't bad. I mean, I got bad when Adam joined in, but that's a different story.
I'd be interested to see if we could get you on some Soulborn.
Some what, sorry?
Soulborn.
Soulborn?
Yes.
Never heard of it.
It's a new indie game coming out.
Okay.
Made in Unreal 4.
Ooh.
Inspired by Norse mythology.
I'll play that.
I I tagged in the tweet from the developer earlier because they just put out, "Are you a streamer or a content creator who likes to smash things with a huge hammer?"
Hi.
I tagged your name in it. Like,
No, you know
not
me. I'll
really,
stream whatever
really
the
good.
fuck tickles my fancy as and when.
Yeah, again, I don't know what I'm streaming this week. Gonna be some Dreadnauticals. Gonna be some, possibly some World of Warships in there. I'm not sure, but yeah, whatever. I don't know what's coming in.
Exactly.
Because it's been quiet this week because of Summer Games Festival's going on from now till August digitally, and then Gamescom happens digitally after that. So there's a lot of big announcements coming out soon. I'm expecting PlayStation 5 announcement in about a week or two.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised actually.
I was expecting an announcement today on that, to be honest, on stuff on what I got told, but it doesn't seem to materialise.
We will see what comes of it.
But yeah, that's basically whatever comes out, whatever
Yeah.
comes in, gets streamed.
Yep. I believe I've got a game to review from you.
You have no Mergen, Adam's game, who's on next week.
I will get that done ASAP.
Does anybody else have any questions for us?
Yeah. Any questions? Any feedback from the interview? I really forgot the word then. My brain went overtime to try and think of the fucking word.
If you come up with any questions for Adam throughout the week, let us know.
Yeah, whisper me, DM me on Twitter, at me at Twitter with the questions for him. Same for Badger. Our Twitters are on the screen.
Yeah.
So are our Twitches. So if you think of something, do please let us know. But I guess that is it for this week's podcast.
Yeah, I think we're all out of content for tonight.
Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. We will throw a raid to someone in a minute. While we're doing that, if you want to just do a little roundup, I'll find someone to raid.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching us tonight, guys. We appreciate every single one of you for viewing. We tried to make this as engaging as possible. We want you to join in and chat and talk to us. It's your podcast. Let us know what you want and what you want to make of it. If the stuff we do, you don't like the trailers, you don't like the news, let us know. We'll change it to something else. You don't like the interviews, you prefer them pre-recorded, you prefer them live. Let us know, and we can always... It's your podcast. This is for you guys to get informed every week. So yeah, let us know what you want. Let us know what you're after. Not just now in the chat, but at any point through the week, you have any ideas you want a certain game on, you want something to be featured, you want something in the news. Stoffel Presents on Twitter, Egg Gaming on 666 on Twitter. You can get hold of us all quite easily. But in the meantime,
I've
been
someone to
Badger,
raid.
he's been Ed, and you have been Badgered. Mwah.
Thank you so much for being here, guys. We're going to raid BMMHD. He is playing some Sims 4. But yeah, thank you for being here this week. Thank you for the raids. It's been fucking awesome. If you want to catch this up again, please go to the YouTube link that's been coming up. But until next week, peace out.
Take care.